Yeah, it's just opposite, this side and that side. Welcome to the Morning Crossfire here on Nigeria Info, the nation's number one talk station. I'm Sheriff Quadry. We started this conversation at 5 a.m. Thanks to everybody that woke up with us on the show today. Appreciate you. I really do. Now, listen, we're live on Facebook and YouTube. I really would love to get your take on whether you will be going for crossover service tomorrow evening, because the government said there is a curfew from 12 a.m. to 4 a.m. Khan said you must obey the government, and they've instructed that churches who have physical crossover services should end their service by 11 p.m. so their worshippers can get back home in good time before the curfew kicks in. Right? Now, some worshippers are saying, leave us, oh, leave us. It is a tradition. We don't want to get back home before curfew. We must cross over together into New Year, curfew or no curfew, COVID or no COVID. We have been doing this since 50 years. When you people are doing campaign for election in Edo, in Ondo, did you say that they shouldn't campaign? Did you do this? It's now time for us to get close to God. And even say 2021 will be difficult. And you're now saying that we shouldn't ask for God's mercy as we go into 2021. You cannot do that. We will stay together in the church. And even religious leaders are saying, you cannot do that. We have been doing this for ages, and you did not even consult with us. You did not come to us and ask exactly how we can do this. You just took the decision on your own. How dare you do that? You are impugning, you are infringing on our right to worship, our right to gather. And you can't do that. Some are saying, don't worry. For instance, RCCG has said, look, we're not going to have physical crossover service. We're going to do online. That's the Redeemed Christian Church of God. So they've ordered their churches to shut down and not the physical crossover tomorrow. So that's okay. We know that. But some churches are saying we will gather, but we'll close at 11. Say you said we should close at 11. We'll close at 11 now. And that's the case. But the question is, if you're going for crossover service and you get there tomorrow and you see that the entire place is filled up against COVID protocol of 50% capacity, will you stay? Are you going to stay and join the crowd? Remember that people go to these services with their entire family. Remember that. Please have that at the back of your mind. People go with their entire family members. So, are you going to stay there with your family? Everybody? So, if the mosque or church now decide, or wherever, now decides to even go beyond 12 a.m., are you going to stay beyond 12 a.m.? That is the question I'm asking today on the Crossfire. We're going to be very frank and tell me exactly what your position is on the crossover night tomorrow. It's tomorrow. It's tomorrow. Wait, it's tomorrow. Congratulations to us. Now let's talk. 0700 993 993 993. That is his telephone line. 0700 993 993 993. If you're watching on Facebook and YouTube, drop your comments in the comment section below the live video stream, and I will take them as we go along. If you're calling me, please, I'm not gonna give you time to speak, but you have to moderate your speech band so we can take other people also on the show. You can tweet me, by the way, if you feel that the phone lines are congested. You can tweet me at Nigeria Info FM with the hashtag Nigeria Info MCF. The hashtag must be in your tweet, because that is what I'm clicking on to get all the tweets coming into the show this morning. All right, the hashtag Nigeria Info MCF. MCF stands for Morning Crossfire. If you're just joining us, you're welcome. The WhatsApp number is 0809 597 5805. That is 0809 597 5805 on WhatsApp. Now let's begin taking your calls. Please turn off your radio before you call me. Let's start. Good morning to you. Thanks for calling me. Nigeria Info, good morning.
Morning, sir.
Good morning to you.
Yeah, they go from Lucky.
Welcome.
Yeah, basically, my church is having an online service. I'll be watching online. If, like your question, if in case maybe I went to church and then see massive crowd,
Yeah.
I'll be like, well, I will just look for a space where maybe I don't have people gathered. When my church, basically, they won't even do that. They always comply with the COVID-19 protocols.
It is crossover night, too. That's going to be difficult for most churches.
In my church, you book online.
It's crossover night.
Any service
okay.
you want to attend, you
All
book
right.
online before you can come in. So they are very strict with that. But personally, for me, if there's still space, I will stay. But if there's no space, then I'll leave now.
Okay. Thank you for calling me. Nigeria Info, good morning to you.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning to you.
Good morning, sir.
We can hear you. Good morning to you.
Nice to meet you.
It's a pleasure to have you on the show. What's your name?
I'm Sunday, calling from Yanapaja.
Sunday, welcome. Welcome. What are you going to do tomorrow?
The Lord is our strength, although the government is right. But at least it's a crossover night.
Yeah.
Yes.
You go, Abby?
Yeah, I'll go now.
Okay.
but at least we are just.
What do you mean? When you get there and the entire place is full, what are you going to do?
We adjust.
What are you saying? What does it mean to adjust? What will you do?
I cannot dare to miss that excitement.
You
now.
cannot. It's for the excitement. Okay, but you cannot miss it for anything.
No, we adjust.
So you just stay there.
We stay there. We adjust at least by following the COVID-19 rules.
Okay. So that excitement, there will be singing, there will be jumping, there will be praying, there will be all of those things. Are you going to keep your mask on while you sing and?
At least according to the rules, in a distance.
Okay.
We adjust a distance.
Where is the distance? Now the entire place is filled up. What's the distance you want to keep?
At least when the rules, if the rules are obeyed, at least this year.
Well, if you go there and you see that the rules are not being obeyed, that's what I'm saying. If you go there, you get there now, you see that no rules are being obeyed. What are you going to do, Sunday?
It's risky, but the excitement is at least the pastor.
You just love the excitement, eh?
The pastor also will be informed. Yes.
Okay.
Yes, he will be informed, and there is a way. Yes, there is a way they will do it.
All right, Sunday. Sunday is very optimistic. That there will be adequate control. If you remember that Governor Wike went to a church the other day and found out himself that they were not even observing the protocol, and he was really upset by that alone. That's the governor. And remember, before the churches were open, people were saying that, nah, don't worry, churches are where protocols should be observed and this and that, And Governor Wike wouldn't have gone to anyhow church. You understand what I'm saying? He wouldn't have gone to anyhow church. This church must have been, one of the top churches in Port Harcourt. And that happened. Well, Sunday said the pastor must have been informed and the right thing will be done. I like your optimism. But let's get on to other calls. Hello, good morning to you.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning to you.
So I want to comment on, my name is Mr. Wilson Penn.
Welcome, sir.
Yes, I want to comment on the church issue.
Okay.
So if I went to my church, according to your question.
Yes.
If I went to my church for the Passover night, and the crowd is much, I will find a way to stay, because that is what we used to do right from the beginning.
Okay.
I will tell you that this virus, this very coronavirus, cannot stop us not to worship our God.
Abi.
The more we worship the God, the more this sickness will we fly away. When we continue staying at home, the sickness will continue piling up. You understand? The sickness will continue piling up. It's only God
because we are staying at home.
To remove that sickness out of this country.
Okay.
That is what I want to contribute.
So you find out to stay even if the place is filled up.
Yes, I will stay.
You stay there.
Because nothing will happen. I believe that God will take care of everything.
So how about the 11 p.m. closing time? If your child decides to do it to 12 a.m., will you still stay?
I will stay.
Okay.
Because we must cross over. When you close 11 o'clock, you will never cross over. We are still in 2020.
Okay.
We never cross over. It is when it's sharp 12 o'clock, then we celebrate it. And when we celebrate it, then we can be able to...
You can now go to your houses. Okay. Thank you so much for sharing your thoughts.
God bless you, my brother.
You too, sir. You too. Nigeria Info, good morning to you.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning to you.
Sheriff, good morning.
Good morning.
My name is Azubike, calling from Olule Oshodi.
Good to have you. Let's talk.
Okay, coming to the talking point about crossover night, about the compliance of the church members about the COVID-19 that is disrupting the country. If I go to church on that, let me say, 31st of December, and they say that we should not only cross over by 11 p.m., that way we will not call it crossover because we are still in 2020.
Okay.
The best thing is that when it is that 12 o'clock mark, that being the 1st of January 2021, we can praise the Lord and thank God for the new year.
Okay.
And we should also obey the COVID-19 protocols that were directed by the federal government.
So what are you going to do now? I didn't hear what you're going to do now for 11 p.m. If your church decides to do till 12, what are you going to do?
What I will just do, I will stay clear from other people, for me not to interact with...
What if the entire place is filled up?
I can go outside and stay outside.
I mean, the entire place, like the entire place, not inside alone. The entire place is filled up.
If we have a gate, I can be able to stand outside the gate.
You shall find a way to stay.
Yes, no, because all of us were in the...
This guy. Will you stay beyond 11? Will you stay till 12? If the service extends 12?
When it is 12, I can be able to stay till that 12.
You still stay to that 12?
Yes, but I will protect myself.
Okay.
Wearing a tracksuit that will make me to not.
But you know that there's a curfew for 12, so you're saying that you break the law.
Only one thing is that my church is not much far from where I'm living.
Okay. So you can run to your house.
Yes.
This guy. Eh? Thanks for calling me. Nigeria Info, good morning to you.
Good morning, Quadry.
Good morning to you.
My name is Ambrose. I live in Mowe.
Welcome.
Well, truth be told, we must observe all the protocols because we just have this one life to live. But in one of your, what do you call it now? Before you started,
intro.
You see people saying that politicians, if there is any rally now or any need now, you will see these politicians, they will not observe it. Most times, these same people are the ones who break these rules. When they give us rules and we start obeying, you saw what happened before everybody started, misbehaving.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, that's why churches started saying if the politicians can have rallies, when one where the Oniba of Iba wanted to be coronated, we saw what happened.
Yeah.
And so on and so forth.
I know.
So these people, when it was time for election, they threw away all protocols, concerning COVID-19. Even as we speak now, look at the national ID card issue. Is it not crowds that are gathering? In my place here, for example, the 2,000 naira they are using to get national ID card. So what I'm saying is that for me, I will stay at home and observe it.
Yeah.
Because I'm not just saying it. In my area here, we've not had any case, but that is not a reason why we should. One, the church, recognizes government and their authority.
Right.
So we must respect whatever order that the federal government gives. The church has to follow it. And I belong to a denomination where they have told us that we should stay back at home.
Okay.
And then watch it virtually.
Okay.
But my concern is the government themselves. They are still the ones
They're not helping.
that will break. Yes. Now they are telling us they want to consider whether to close the borders for the airlines and all of that. Do those people look like people who are serious, to prevent this virus?
Some things that they should have done, they will not do. Then they put the responsibility over to you.
By example,
Right.
Quadry. They should lead by example.
Thank you. Thank you so much for your thought. Appreciate it. Big time. 8:19 is the time for my students. I'm going to YouTube right now. We're streaming live. I have some comments that I have to take there. Ashaolu Adediji on YouTube says, adjust to what? Okay, you're responding to that caller. Idris today says some churches complaining about why the government ban crossover night is because they normally earn a lot through that time, so some churches will frown at it. So there is no ban, It's just a time restriction, okay? Idris Tunde says, I visited a church last year during the crossover time. When it's exactly 12 a.m., some hoodlums came around and took all the offerings. So the government is also helping us on security reasons. Stay safe. That's Idris Tunde on YouTube this morning. Nigeria Info, good morning to you. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning to you.
Sheriff, I want to promise you.
You want to promise me?
I said I want to be honest to you, sir.
Okay.
We have problem in this nation called Nigeria. This religiosity has made us not to think right. Now, government said, it's not even because I can't even wait for government to say it for me to start to plan on how to protect my family. Come to think of it, I have 5 children. Right from the inception of this COVID-19 till date, I have stopped my children not to go to congregate. They are enough to form a church. I educate them and train them. They have their Bible, they read their Bible, they observe and grow in accordance with what the Bible says. And I watch them behave well right before my eyes. So why must I go and endanger their lives because I want to prove to people that I'm godly, that I'm religious? My dear, in all honesty, I won't even spare 1 minute of my time going there to congregate because I want to prove a point that I don't enter. What is even the church we're talking about? You see, the whole thing people are just making fun out of it. It's dangerous. My supposed to be a nurse. Whenever she comes, she go under the staircase, she remove her clothes. You see how she comes home? She must enter house naked, wash, do all manner of sanitizing and all that what I've known. But we are still talking, and people we are still saying they just want to rush there.
But it's a tradition. This is what we've been doing for years, for decades.
Tradition for what? What are we talking about?
We pray into the new year.
People that are alive are the ones that observe tradition. Those that are not alive, or do you think the COVID is a joke?
Oh well, it's not a joke.
Do you think? No, I'm asking that.
It's not a joke. It's not a joke.
I had my friend who contacted it. He saw hell. If you see how careful that guy is, my God, you just have to believe it. You dare not come and play with him, talking to him. You can't even get 1 minute close to him. He tell you for him to survive this, he is careful more than any other person.
Yeah.
So in all honesty, people who want to love themselves should stay at home. Praise God and have more time to worship Him.
Right.
And cross over to if there's need. God bless you.
You too, brother. Thank you for calling me. I'm on Facebook right now. Yinka Olabi on Facebook says, concerning crossover services, I would suggest that people whose houses are far from their worship centers should look for nearby churches to worship with and walk back to their homes easily afterwards. God bless Nigeria. Yinka Olabi on Facebook with that one. Fatoki Samsing says, Sheriff Ogao, Nigerians are so engrossed with this crossover night tradition. People should take caution. Fatoki Samsing, thank you for your thought also on Facebook. Let's squeeze in one more. Jamil Lamilekon Yusuf says, our problem is that we don't believe all what we believe is miracle. If your clergy can make you understand that if you pray, only God can answer it, not until congregation. Jamio Yusuf put that across on Facebook this morning. 8:24 is the time from our studios. Let's quickly go over now to Twitter and take some tweets that have come in. We have quite a number of them. On Twitter this morning, so we're just going to take as many as possible. Joy Forever says, I will obey the law of denomination. The truth is that go to Balogun, Okeari, Yaba, Aoyaya, Aja markets. Try and enter BRT and down for buses. People are hypocrites. How many are wearing nose masks, sanitizing hands? Religion is personal. If my church opens, I will. That's Joy Forever on Twitter. Let's squeeze in one more. Just one more. Crossover this, crossover that. Wait a minute. Is crossover now the only means for COVID to spread like wildfire? The way we reason things, eh? That's Best Boss on Twitter. Alrighty, it's 8:24 right now. From our studios, we had let's take some more comments this morning. Shall we squeezing some more comments this morning? I think we have a few more minutes to squeezing some WhatsApp comments that have dropped. So we're going to WhatsApp right now. Paul is in Otta. Paul says, concerning the church, I will stay beyond 12 p.m. to cross over to the new year. But mind you, it was in the church that that sickness was healed. We should observe the social distancing, but the government themselves are the most culpable ones. Paul sent that in from Otta this morning. Here we go. Okpe Kende from the Ijegun says, it's a pity for we Muslims. What is our own problem with crossover? It is not Islamic for we all Muslims to believe in crossover. Any alfa or imam that organizes December 31st to 1st of January is an idol worshipper in Islam. Well, Muslim be warned. That's Okpe Kende. This one, Okpe Kende, you cannot decide for people. Okay? People can decide to do whatever they want to do. Okay. I have other messages here. Let's take this one quickly. Maybe we can even squeeze in one more call. Let's see. Who is it? Yusuf from Costain says, sincerely, we don't need to call it crossover night again. Let's just call it before 11 p.m. service. That's the way he titled it. I feel the best thing to do is that the federal government should have asked all churches to strictly adhere to the Lagos State regulations on COVID-19, because this is the only day some people come to church. And Yusuf, you're right on that one. You're right. And it's one of those days that a lot of people go with their friends and families, and everybody just, go to church that day. So let's take some more comments right now. We can't squeeze in any more calls at this point. It's always good to seek knowledge. I'm surprised to hear that crossover is done in mosque by Muslims January 1st, just like every other day. COVID-19 is real, and with this government, everyone is on his or her own. Okay, thank you for your thought. Appreciated. Oluwakunle on WhatsApp. Oluwakunle is in Lagos Island. Okay, they said we have to go now. I'll be back after this commercial. Stay here.
Mama, me now want send money. Make me not collect for school. Oh, be now want withdraw from your account, but you no carry card. Hey, written then go use. Na Momo then go use. Na Momo agents then go use you. Sissy Ronke won't pay like
99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk. 99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
And 99.3 Nigeria Info. Crossfire today is talking about crossover. And I'm asking, will you be attending the crossover tomorrow night? If you're attending, will you be staying beyond 11 p.m. as instructed by Khan? Will you be staying into the curfew time that kicks in at 12 a.m.? If you're going tomorrow, on getting to the venue of the crossover service and you're finding out that the entire place is jam-packed at against the 50% capacity that the COVID protocol stipulates, will you stay? If the entire place is filled up with people, worshippers like you, will you stay and join them? These are some of the questions that I want you to talk to me about. Let me know exactly your position on this. We have live stream on Facebook and YouTube, Nigeria Info 99.3 on Facebook and YouTube. That is Nigeria Info 99.3. What is your church saying about the crossover service tomorrow? What is your mosque saying about the crossover worship tomorrow? Have they told you exactly how it will pan out? RCCG has issued a directive to all the branches of the church to not do physical crossover service tomorrow. So that we know the position of RCCG. Other churches, not yet. If your church has given instruction as to how the crossover service would go tomorrow, let's know. If your mosque has reached out as to how the crossover worship will go tomorrow, let's know as well. But personally, if you're going to have physical crossover, these are the questions that I want you to talk to me about. Will you be going? Will you be staying into the curfew time? And will you be staying if the entire place is filled up with people? 0700 993 993 993. That is 0700 993 993 993. On Twitter, it's at Nigeria Info FM. On Twitter, at Nigeria Info FM. On Twitter, please add the hashtag Nigeria Info MCF to your tweet. That's Nigeria Info MCF. MCF stands for Morning Crossfire. And I will be able to see your tweet. If you've sent in your tweet earlier without the hashtag, please resend with the hashtag so I will be able to see and read. If you're watching online, please drop your comment there as well so I can take them. Nigeria Info, good morning to you. Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Morning to you.
This is calling from Njabode.
Eze, talk to me. Are you going for crossover service tomorrow?
No way, my brother. I have to obey the government.
Why now? It's crossover now.
No matter. Government is government now. After God, the next people are going to respect his government.
Okay.
I know it's for our own good.
Oh, yeah, wait first. Have you been going for crossover before?
If you disobey government, you are also disobeying God.
Eze, have you been going?
It's God you are going to call there now.
Okay.
And the days are like the same thing. There's not different from the days. So that is it.
Have you been going before? Have you been going before in the past?
Sir?
Have you been going before in the past?
Yeah, we have been going for past years, but for this year, I think we need to respect the law.
Okay.
Because we have been complaining too much about the law. So this time, let's obey the law.
Okay.
Because in the Bible we are reading even, it says if you obey the whole law and you fail in one, you have become guilty of them all. So for us not to become guilty of them all, we have to respect the government and obey whatever they tell us to do.
All right.
It's for our own good. Yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you too for calling me. Appreciate your time. Nigeria Info, good morning to you. You're putting me on hold though. I will go. Should I? Okay, person is gone. Nigeria Info, good morning to you. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning to you.
Okay, this is Sam from Ajebule.
Sam, talk to me. Are you going tomorrow?
No. For one, in as much as I don't believe in these figures that the government are giving us.
Yeah.
However, the Holy Book said that we should be submissive to superior authority. And of course, I believe that there's a visual meeting, an online meeting. So the people should just respect the government, because what they are telling
Oh, we lost that call. Quite a noisy place, though. Thanks for calling me. Nigeria Info, good morning to you.
Good morning.
Good morning to you.
This is Shagun speaking.
Welcome, Mr. Shagun. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Tomorrow, are you going for service?
No, I don't think I'll be going.
What's going on? You people planned it, Abby?
Nah. But when you come to think of it, as the first caller rightly said,
yeah,
government, that's biblical. The only time I can say I'm going to do what opposite of what the government says is if it is in contrary to the word of God.
Okay.
This is not. And crossover is just something we came up with to pray into the new year, so that it's going to be a favorite year. And it's not compulsory we do.
Okay.
We can also pray in our house into the new year.
True.
So that's just it. So why not be safe? That's what I think. Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine, Mr. Shagun. Thank you so much for sharing your thought. Appreciate it. Nigeria Info, good morning to you.
Hello, good morning, Sheriff.
Good morning to you. Good morning.
Yeah, Clinton, caller from Alaba.
Welcome. Talk to me. Are you going tomorrow?
I'm not going anywhere.
Okay. This is looking like a setup.
People refuse to understand we cross over every day.
Okay.
As we sleep this morning, yesterday, and we cross over before we sleep this morning. So why are we killing ourselves? Government asks you for you to go and protect your life, not government life. It's your own life. It's your own life. If you love your life, there are things you will not do than watching. So, Sheriff, there is something I want to ask.
Yeah.
There is this voice note you always play about COVID-19, all these women. Are you making us to believe that COVID or not by that voice note?
Okay, let me answer that very quickly now. Please stay on the line. Stay on the line. So the answer to that is to tell you what the streets, what Nigerians think.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm saying now?
I am with you.
So the voice note is telling you what people in the markets, people on our streets, what they believe about COVID-19. It's not an instruction. So let me. So if I come here and play voice note of somebody saying Lagos is peaceful, businesses are thriving in Lagos, am I convincing you that that is what is happening in Lagos?
Okay, because why I'm saying it because most of the people will not even understand it this way. Because most of those market women, they only believe that what they're playing, there is no COVID. That's why I'm saying, because the learned one, I know very, very well.
We actually got that from them. So it is not playing them that is making them to believe it. Okay. It is what they already believe, because those voices are voices of market women.
Okay.
So it is what they believe. I mean, if you go to our market, you know now, nobody is wearing nose mask in the market.
Yes.
So it is that is why we have brought that voice note, so that we can spread it and tell you that this is what people believe, but you have to be careful on your own and take responsibility. If you go to the market, it's possible that you'll not see anybody wearing face mask. So go there with your own. That is what that voice note is all about. Thank you so much for calling me. Appreciate it. 8:43 is the time. Nigeria Info, good morning to you.
Hello, Quadry.
Good morning.
I am Babare.
Thank you for calling me.
From Abeokuta. Thank you. You see, my heart, you didn't ask me any question. The question you were asking was whether I would go.
Yeah. Babare, you are not going, Abi.
Let me tell you, my heart.
Okay.
Is my prayer room. So I have never, attended any crossover service.
Before?
Just a jamboree.
Oh.
That's the way I see it.
Okay.
A jamboree, honestly. Okay. Your heart must be your prayer room. And seek the face of God through your heart. That's all, my brother. Thank you this morning.
Thank you, too, for calling me. Appreciate your time. Let's jump on another call. Nigeria Info, good morning to you.
Good morning. This is Biola calling from my side.
Biola?
Yeah.
Okay. Welcome.
Good morning. What I see there is that when the government has already...
Biola, we can't hear you.
Hello, are you with me now?
We will try to listen to you. Try again.
Okay.
No, go on. We're listening to you now.
Hello?
Yes, go on, Biola, quickly now.
So, what I said is, when the government has already...
I'm sorry, Biola, I'm going to have to let you go. Do try and call me back and find maybe a place where you can get better reception. Hello, good morning to you.
Yeah, good morning, Quadry.
Good morning.
How you doing?
Very well.
Yeah, my name is Enzo. I'm calling from Maja.
Talk to me, Enzo. You
Well,
go
I just want a very simple question.
Okay.
What is the purpose of crossover night?
To come together and pray together, because some people are weak spiritually. So when we all pray together into the new year, we can be stronger together.
And we've been doing this crossover night since time immemorial.
I think so.
Has anything changed in this country? Do Nigerians have access to basic social amenities?
I think people go to pray for themselves. So
fantastic. I don't have a problem with that. Let them pray. But let me tell you something. We need only human efforts to solve human problems.
Okay.
No amount of prayer can give you food. No amount of prayer can make you have kids. No amount of prayer can make you have a job. You need money to buy a car. You need money to get a visa. You need money to a lot of things. You don't need prayer to achieve anything. Go to Scandinavian countries. They don't pray. Those countries are agnostic and atheist societies. Well, they have access to basic social amenities. And people in Norway, Finland, the crime rate in Norway and Finland is 0%. But here in Nigeria, we pray from January 1st to December 31st. Do Nigerians have empathy? The simplest commandment Jesus Christ left behind, love your neighbor as yourself. How many Nigerians love their neighbors as themselves? The great in John 4:20, God said, anybody who claims to love me and hate his brother is a liar. You cannot claim you love God whom you've never seen, but hate your brother whom you see on daily basis. Do we have empathy on the street of Nigeria? The answer is no. We pray. Does it reflect with our daily activities? The answer is zero. Why do people destroy Nigeria? Christians and Muslims, they have been praying since time immemorial. Politicians have to loot money, go to church, build churches, donate money to churches. And yet they come and tell we are praying. Praying to who? For Christ, we need only human effort to solve human problems. No amount of prayer can ever fix Nigeria. People come from January 31st to January 1st. The pastors will end up smiling to the bank. While you, the followers, you smile to your chronic poverty. It's a statement of fact. Like the caller said, it's just a jamboree. Pastors use it to enrich themselves, send their kids abroad. While majority of Nigerians are living in abject poverty, while pastors fly private jets, live in mansions worth 500 million, cruises 550 million, 100 million bulletproof SUVs.
That's fine.
You tell me I pray. Keep praying.
Thank you, Enzo. An upset individual. Thank you for calling me, Enzo. Good morning to you.
Okay, good morning.
Good morning to you.
This is Chidi calling from Ejibo.
Chidi, let's talk.
Yes. Yeah, for the crossover night.
Yeah.
I think for my church, we'll be having it 6 a.m. For January.
On the 1st of January?
Yes.
6 a.m.?
Yes, 6 a.m.
Okay.
But I want to say something. It's just because the church decided to go that way. I like justice in whatever we are doing. You know, the government, they put up notice that people should not be gathering and all of that. Look at the NIM issue happening. The other day, on the 24th, I went to Oshodi.
Yeah.
I saw the crowd and all of that. So why is it that it is only when it comes to the church and all of that that, you know, it is that is where people can get COVID-19 and all that? Yes, I believe that there's COVID-19 and I'm doing what's possible to make sure that I don't contract it on any member of my family. But the way government, you know, take on to the church whenever it comes to this issue, to me, it's a no-no. And finally, many people call in that, you know, the crossover is a jamboree and all of that. See, most of the people that call in, they don't go to church. So this is just a kind of...
How do you know they don't go to church?
Yeah, I don't know them, you know, individually, but I know that if you have been going to crossover night and you know the reason why you have been going to crossover night, it will not be at this time that you will think that, you know, you should stay at home.
Okay.
Ask them critically. You will know.
No, but if someone decides to stay at home, how do you fault that person for deciding to stay at home?
Okay, it's to the person. But what I'm saying is that those that want to go, they should not be criticized. Are you getting me?
Yeah.
And they should go ahead and, you know, worship their God. To me, I even take it this way, that if I go there and once it's 12 o'clock, I will stay there till 4 a.m.
Till 4
then I'll
a.m.
leave the church.
Oh,
yes.
okay. Okay. All right.
So that's the way it is.
Thank you for calling me. Appreciate it. Laka Scores on Twitter says, good morning, Sheriff. See the double standard in your government. This is the scene this morning at the Unilag NIN Center. Yet you people are saying people should not attend crossover service. Okay. Laka Score sent me a video of an NIN Center. Let me see. Yes, and I can see people here at this NIN Center. Laka Score claims that this is Unilag NIN Center, and I can see crowd of people here. Crowd of people. Some with face masks, some with their face mask not worn properly, some hanging their face mask on their ear, some on their jaw. It's just funny how we wear things, especially face mask. All right, let's go to Twitter still and take some more comments off of Twitter. Ajayola Lekon says Lagos CAN has said that the crossover service should hold not less than 10 p.m. That's Ajayola Lekon on Twitter. Joseph Olusoya on Twitter says, what if the service is from 11:30 p.m. to 4:30 a.m.? Curfew means a regulation requiring people to remain indoors between specific hours, typically at night. Church services are indoor activities, you know. You're a very mischievous human being. Even yourself, you're laughing. You're a very mischievous human being. You put this thing here, you're not laughing. Joseph Olusoya. Okay, continue, dear. It just means that you can't be outdoors, really, the curfew. And the church is not your home, so you are outside of your home at that time. It's the same thing as you saying that, so if I go to the club at 12, I'm there in the club till 5 a.m., so nobody can come and, no, you violated curfew. You are outside of your home. That's what it means, Mischievous human being. Joseph, thank you so much for your tweets. Appreciate it, I really do. Let's get back to the telephone. Nigeria Info, good morning to you.
Sheriff.
Good morning.
Good morning. Comrade Ibe calling.
Welcome.
Sheriff,
Welcome.
I don't have problem with crossover night service.
Okay.
You know my problem?
What is it?
The NIMC. Go there, you see crowd. Go there, you see crowd. People will leave their home 1 a.m. So are you telling me people will not contaminate COVID-19?
Oh, yes. Of course, yes, they will. Definitely.
Why are they against churches? Why are they against churches? That's my question.
So here's the thing, Here is the thing.
I'm not happy about that.
The Comrade Ibe,
I'm hearing you.
Let me say something. So the curfew is not against churches. Let's not be saying churches.
I'm talking of contamination of COVID-19. Is it only churches? That's what I'm saying.
So that's what I'm saying. The law is not for churches. The law is for the country, the entire nation. It's not for churches. The Christians.
Never answer my question, no. Please, I said for you to contaminate COVID-19, is it only in church, in this crossover whatever service gathering? What of this NIMC?
That's what I'm asking. I've answered your question. People will contract COVID at the NIMC center. They will. And the crossover is not for churches alone. There are other religions that do these things. So let's not think that it's only Muslims and Christians that are in Nigeria. That thought alone is flawed. Let's not think that. That's why I'm always very careful when we discuss religion, because there are other religions, not just Muslims and Christians alone. There are other worshippers here listening right now. So don't always believe that there are just two religions in Nigeria. No, that's wrong. So the law is not targeted at any specific religion. Let's raise our mind from that aspect. This is not about religion at all. So please disabuse your mind. Like right now. But like right now, I have to go. Okay. Many thanks to everybody that's been part of the show. Appreciate your time. It's been a very Interesting ride from 5 a.m. to this very moment. We have more for you, though. More coming up. Colin Stecker will be here at 10 with What's Up Lagos. In the meantime, I will be on Twitter. We can continue this conversation on Twitter at Sheriff Quadry. I'll also be able to, respond to your thoughts on Instagram after this show. My Instagram account is at Sheriff Quadry as well. Link up with me on LinkedIn at Sheriff Quadry. Let's talk. I'm always available to engage with you. I'll see you again tomorrow morning, the very last edition of the Crossfire at 5 a.m. Good morning to you.
Babe, I can't believe I won't see you again till next week.